Selamat pagi, good morning everyone, and welcome to, of course, one of our favorite segments, that is Movie Talk.
Absolutely.
So, this particular day, we're going to talk about not a fiction or not a fictional movie, it is actually a documentary. So, if you grew up in Indonesia, you've probably heard of the unforgettable music of Koes Plus, songs that have become timeless classic and the soundtrack of so many people's lives.
That's right. So you need to rewind all the way back to the 70s. In particular, from 1970 to 1975, Koes Plus dominated Indonesia's music scene, creating hundreds of songs in various genres. They even earned a place in the Museum of Indonesian Records, or MURI, for having the most songs recorded by a band.
Yes, and today we have the daughter of the legendary Yok Koeswoyo, Sari Koeswoyo. And also we also have David Tarigan, a music enthusiast and one of the guests that is in the film, to discuss this documentary movie that was one of the nominees for this year's FFI, or Festival Film Indonesia, that is the Indonesian equivalent of the Oscars. The title is Koesroyo, The Last Man Standing. It is a heartfelt tribute to Yok Koeswoyo and his monumental contribution to the Indonesian music industry. Good morning, Mbak Sari. Good morning, Mbak Sari.
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So tell us about the film. Tell us about the film and how did it come about, Mbak Sari?
The film is everything about my dad, Yok Koeswoyo, and well, it's about him being a person, being a father, being a lover, being a musician, and well, it's very touching from my own perspective.
Yes,
It's very touching because we
course.
were talking about things that would never been talked before for public. So yeah,
Such as what? Give us one.
such as about his feeling towards my late mother up till today.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I was surprised too.
Yes, because just to give you context, Yok Koeswoyo was married to your mother, whose name was
Sonia.
Sonia, and then unfortunately she passed away over an accident, and then he remarried.
He remarried a French lady.
A French lady.
Called Michelle.
Michelle,
Yeah.
at the moment. So how did the movie come about, Mazari?
It was my worried about him being the last person in the family. The brothers passed away already, and also MURI. And no one ever, write anything or talk about anything about my dad. So I talked to my friends and also to David. And then we were thinking whether we're supposed to do a tribute.
Yeah.
Just, making a tribute for Yok Koeswoyo, all of the songs that
From
he
the
made.
music side.
Or doing a documentary.
Yeah.
So, asked my dad, would you mind doing a documentary?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? So he became.
He's a character, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
It
yeah.
depends on his mood.
Yeah.
So the first time when the camera was on,
Yeah.
it was the day that I introduced Linda, Archie, and the crew.
Yeah. Linda is
know.
the director.
Linda is the director.
Yeah.
Just to introduce him, this is my friends who wanted to make the documentary.
Right,
and then he
right.
said, okay, fine. He put on his petty and then, let's do the documentary.
It was a good day. You caught him on a good
Yeah.
day.
So
Thank God.
on the spot, they put all the lights and the camera, and then day one, two.
That is so funny.
Why did you choose to do this? I mean, apart from, again, you mentioned a lot of, this is going to cover a lot about his personal side that people don't know before. Why did you choose to do this approach? As the much easier approach would have been just to do a documentary on Koes Plus and their impact on the musical industry.
Well, there's,
Why do you feel it's important to show this side?
for me, it's more like I'm preserving his legacy.
Yeah.
More personal, because if I do Koes Plus, then I have to involve a lot of the family,
Yeah.
which is not going to be easy.
Yeah.
One head is better if you want to talk about one person, but having Koes Plus, Koes Bersaudara, that would be like the whole
Yeah.
the whole shebang of the family.
Yes.
And of course we want to do my dad from this perspective. So I'm not taking that risk.
Yeah.
It's a much easier story to tell.
exactly.
It is. It is. I actually also would like, if it's available, I would like to also play the trailer of
Hopefully
the
our producers have
documentary.
it, yeah.
Hopefully our producer has it. So do we have it? Ah, we do. Okay. Let's play the trailer first. Here we go.
Okay, so we have the visual of it.
Yes. So David, when we see this trailer, right? You also participated in this documentary as one of the speakers. What are the things that you share? What are your memories around Koes Plus and also particularly Pak Yok?
Well, as we all know, Koes Plus, well, considered as arguably the biggest Indonesian band.
Correct. Compared to the Beatles back then, right?
Yeah, well,
for Indonesia.
the
For
Beatles of
Indonesia,
yeah.
yes.
And Yok Koeswoyo is one of the personnel, and all of the personnel has their own character, and they put it in the works, and they were expressed in the works, and Yok Koeswoyo is, as you said, that he's some character. He's so straightforward. He's rather emotional person, and he helped put that put an edge to the character of Koes Plus.
Yes.
And if not, Koes Plus would rather be just another a pop band.
Yeah.
He put the character that made them special, and that raw energy, raw power, and unpredictability.
Unpredictability in what way?
Unpredictability. I mean, if not, Koes Plus was just playing the predictable sound,
Yes, yes.
like I guess like any other bands from that era.
Yeah, yeah.
So he put a palette that ranges from a classic tearjerker like
Why Do You
Love Me,
Yes.
to the aggressive proto-punk of Pencuri Hati,
Right.
considered as one of the earliest form of Indonesian extreme music.
Wow.
So it's a wide range of
Variety of
Yeah, and speaking of extreme music, Koes Plus at one point throughout the history, they were actually put in prison by President Sukarno at the time. Can you tell us about that?
It was not during the Koes Plus time. It was during the Koes
Koes
Bersaudara.
Bersaudara, yes.
So they were put into jail, I think around June 1965.
What happened at the time?
Oh, subversive. They were, yeah. It's against the government to, playing music the way the Western people play music.
At the time.
At the time.
Yeah.
And people thought that Koes Bersaudara at that time was doing Beatles-an.
Yeah, Beatles-an.
Yeah, but actually Koes Bersaudara was never Beatles-an. Koes Bersaudara before the prison was more like Everly-an.
Oh, Everly Brothers, right.
But at that time they were, well,
After 1965, after prison, right?
Yeah.
And then they considered, wearing the outfit like the Beatles and stuff. But
Right.
before that, it was only Papa and Om Yuan
as a duo.
as a duo, even though the brothers was behind them.
Right.
So yeah, they were put into jail for 3 months.
Yeah.
Without being, no verdict, no whatever, just
Yes.
being put there and
Yes,
then
yes.
poof.
Wow.
And just the day before G30 SPKI, they were
They were put in prison, and I remember the
no, they
prison-
were pulling out. They were released.
Oh, they were released.
They were released a day before.
Yes. I remember where the prison is. It's actually in Kota.
Yeah, in Glodok.
Yeah, in
Yeah.
Glodok. Now it's
Glodok.
actually a very big, whatchamacallit? It's not a mall, but it's like a...
it's toko elektronik.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
It used to be. Oh, wow.
Yes.
it's,
So the prison no longer exists.
Prison Glodok.
Okay. So David, earlier you mentioned about Yok's character and how he's basically a trailblazer. You mentioned legacy as well earlier, Mbak Sari. What do you feel that this documentary captures most about his legacy and his characteristics that is the most significant, that stands out in this, now that the whole project is done?
After this project is done, I seen that my father is a true nationalist.
Yes, exactly.
And his music, his brother's music are the glue for the Indonesian, because as you know, during the election time, they were singing, you know, my dad's and my uncle's song, like they were not part of one party or the other party. They were just singing and dancing.
For Indonesians.
For the Indonesian. But after that, you know, they start going back to their party and do the election. So my personal thinking about this movie, if it could be, you know, watched by a lot of people later on, because we still don't know whether we're going to have a platform for this movie.
Really?
Yeah, because it's only 60 minutes. 61 minutes, so it's not going to be easy to
so
be,
it's a short
you know,
documentary.
it's not going to be easy to be put on to theaters. So it's going to be nobar.
Yes,
here.
nobar. It's like nonton bersama. Yeah, streaming
Perfect for
platforms.
streaming
Yeah.
platforms.
Would you like to add something about the legacy, David?
Yes, I think Koes Plus was a prolific hit machine back then, and loved by many.
Yeah.
But they understand and pretty much conscious about their position and their identity.
Yes.
And they aware of the consequence, and they took responsibility as the ambassador of Nusantara, being true Indonesians, and that's what made them so special, right?
And also, David mentioned in the movie that if you want to know what the Indonesian people were, just listen to Koes Plus from that, you know, different era, and then you will understand what kind of people Indonesian were.
And the message, I mean, they spread the message of unity through diversity in their music and the attitude and everything.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule.
Yeah, and okay, so we don't know yet if it's going to be in cinemas, but we know that this film has successfully already been featured at several festivals. This includes the La Femme International Film Festival in Los Angeles late in October of this year, and it was recently nominated for Best Feature Documentary at the 2024 Indonesian Film Festival. So, is this something you expected, and how does it feel to get this kind of recognition, I mean, internationally and nationally?
No, we were not expecting. Well, we were not expecting anything. We were glad that the movie finally, you know, we could say like, okay, this is the final cut.
It's completed.
It's completed, and then what we're going to do about this? Well, we don't know.
Yeah.
And then suddenly we got a news. We just like put it, you know, internationally. There's this festival. Okay, just send it. Because the director is a woman, so just send it.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah.
So we were so lucky. We had special selection for La Femme, a film festival in LA, and also world premiere. So the Koesroyo, The Last Man Standing, was, you know, premiere internationally.
Yeah, that's really cool. So what's the reaction from Pak Yok himself? Because as you said, he's a character.
Oh, he was said, oh, really? That's good. And then he keep on asking, are you going to America? Are you going to America? I said, well, we were supposed to.
But he's seen the movie as well.
Oh, he did.
What does he think about it?
When we do the screening for the first time with our friends and family, actually he's a little bit, can I say pissed?
Yes, he's a little bit upset.
He was a little bit upset because we put a scene that we're not supposed to put, you know.
Which is what?
My dad was crying.
Right.
Oh.
My dad was crying, and he is not the kind of person who would show that kind of emotion.
Right.
Oh. So if anybody could happen, you know, lucky enough to get to see the movie. You know, I was already saying like, you know, and then Linda was just keep on rolling. She said cut, but keep on rolling, and then we never. We let him see our thriller.
Yes.
But that's it.
Yes.
We never, you know, shown him the movie. The whole movie.
Really?
No.
So he's never watched it?
He is the executive producer, but he don't know his movie.
Why? Because he decides, I don't want to watch the film?
No, because we are afraid that if we show the movie, then he might say no to the whole movie.
But now he has seen it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
For the first time on the 25th.
Yeah, what did he think about it?
Oh, I think at first he was like he was trying to look at me and Linda like, you know, what is this? But at the end, he was just happy.
Oh.
He was happy.
And perhaps that reaction would be, you know, I can relate because I don't like to appear vulnerable, especially if I had to do it in front, right? And it's a side of myself that I reserve for perhaps the people that are closest to you.
Yeah,
So
I
knowing
know.
That strangers,
Inside,
right? You know me.
you're a softie.
So it's maybe it would be hard to accept at first to show that vulnerability.
Yeah, my dad has been showing to a lot of people, showing a lot of people that he's a tough guy. Actually, he's a
Softie inside.
That's why he's the last man standing, right?
Yeah, that's why he's the last man standing.
He's
the
81
rock.
years old, by the way. Right now, 81. Yeah.
So what do you feel the importance of this movie is in regards to reaching a younger audience? We know that music is so, I would just say that, with social media and streaming platforms for music, it's become kind of this cut and copy paste formula.
Yep.
And I think it's so important for us to know the history, especially for Indonesians to know the history of Indonesian music. How do you feel this film will bear relevance to the younger generation, especially those that didn't grow up with Koes Plus?
Well, I don't know. Well, right now, I think kids today they exposed by music from different eras through algorithms and stuff. I think this movie has a chance to spread the Koes Plus ideas of like what they believe, the idea of Indonesia. I mean, stuff like that. I mean, through their works, and yeah, I really hope that the kids today will inherit the idea of being true Indonesians.
Help bridge that gap that we had.
Yes.
Yeah. I have my friend's children was thinking that "Why Do You Love Me" was the song of Rio Febrian.
Right.
Well, he was singing.
He was singing. He was re-singing it.
He was like doing, and then I told them like, no, actually, that's my dad's song. And they were looking like Tante Sari. Your dad is old. And I said, yeah.
Yeah, the song is
The
that
song
old.
is that old. And then they start, browsing through YouTubes and stuff.
Right.
And then they start to understand that, Why Do You Love Me is not Rio Febrian's.
Yes.
Andaikan Kau Datang Kembali is not Ruth Sahanaya.
Yes.
Or others that Erwin Gutawa's, album with all the, hotshot musician and singers.
Yes.
It was not them. It was Koes Plus and Koes Bersaudara. And then they start doing Koes Plus and Koes Bersaudara in their own genre.
Yes,
that's right.
And I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And they will find, they will find like wow, Koes Plus has this, punk rock song called Pencuri Hati.
Pencuri Hati was like bam.
Back
for them.
then it was never a hit. It's an album track.
Yeah.
It was never a hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah.
I mentioned a lot of songs there. Speaking of which,
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
we have a
what's
little
this?
bowl with us. This is actually called Songs in a Bowl.
Songs in
We're
a
gonna play a
Bowl.
little game with you guys. We
Okay.
have some of the titles in here.
Uh-huh.
From perhaps some of the titles you may have even have mentioned. We want each of you to choose one piece of paper out of this bowl. And then sing a little bit of it.
Yeah, because we want to know how familiar you are. I grew up.
A
Well,
quiz. It's more for
you may never know. Maybe David is more, maybe
Yeah.
David is more,
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
If it's my dad's song and I can't sing it, that would be embarrassing.
Yeah, your dad would be like,
There you go,
David.
David. Go ahead.
Easy breezy.
Okay, wait, what is the
But sing it
title?
first and then we'll guess the title.
Okay. Di sekolah yang kutunggu, tiada yang datang. Ku telah lelah berdiri, menanti-nanti. Bila ku pergi bersama kekasihku, ku kan merasa gembira, riang selalu, bila menunggu sendiri.
What title is that?
The title is Bis Sekolah.
Bis
I started from the beginning. Bis
School bus.
Sekolah yang ku tunggu.
Oh my gosh, it's school bus. It's funny because I
Do you know
grew up.
the entire song?
I think I grew up listening to Koes Plus song because I was so small. I didn't know it was Koes Plus. But their songs were catchy because I know that one. Yeah.
But not necessarily even the title, right?
Yeah,
It's
not
just there.
necessarily the title, not necessarily the
Bis
band.
Sekolah has been sung
By so many.
by so many.
Exactly.
By so many.
Exactly.
Even Richie
That's
Ricardo.
why.
Even Richard Ricardo, true, that's true.
Wow. So that's Bis Sekolah or school bus.
Yeah.
Now we know.
All right.
Yeah.
What about you, David?
Wow, wow, this is the staple, man. I know.
Oh,
Yes.
Why
Sing
do you
it.
love me?
Sing
Oh,
it,
my
please.
goodness.
Please.
Why do you love me so sweet and tenderly? I do everything to make you happy.
Wow. By the way, David has a wonderful singing.
More.
Do a couple more.
Sing it together. Sing it together.
Yeah, we got a couple more.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you sing it.
Oh my.
Should I sing it from the beginning or just like, you know?
The ref.
Okay. Buat apa susah, buat apa susah, lebih baik kita bergembira. Buat apa susah, buat apa susah, lebih baik kita bergembira.
And the title is?
Buat apa susah?
Exactly. Oh gosh. See, I'm familiar with that song as well. Go on, David.
Is this another legendary?
Oh, my dad's song.
Go.
A pound of milk?
A pun.
A pun of
Sing
milk.
this together. You know?
Yeah, go on.
Dari depan?
Yeah.
Oke. Bukan lautan, hanya kolam susu.
Tikirik-irik.
Kail dan jala cukup menghidupimu.
Tikirik-irik.
Tiada badai, tiada topan kau temui.
Tikirik-irik.
Ikan dan udang menghampiri dirimu.
Koesroyo, the
Oh
last
my
man
gosh.
standing. Thank you, Sari Koesroyo,
Thank
for
you
being
for having
dropping
us.
by.
Wow.
David, thank you so much as well for
Welcome.
your insights. We hope to see this somewhere because this
Yeah.
should definitely be viewed by
When is the
all
next-
generations.
When is the next screening and where? Because you're doing like little
Yeah.
nobars everywhere.
Yeah, it seems like we might go straight to Jawa Tengah,
Okay.
Central Jawa, because that is the central
yeah.
of the
Fan
Koes. The fan base was very strong in Jawa Tengah,
In
Jogja,
Jawa Tengah.
Solo.
Okay.
So we might go to Jogja, Solo first.
Uh-huh.
But I heard Bekasi is
Are you
already
going to
screened.
Jaff also, Masari?
Were we in Jaff also?
Yes, of
I
course.
think so.
I'm going to catch the movie in
Yeah.
Jaff then. I will
Perfect.
catch the movie in Jaff.
I think so.
Awesome.
That's fantastic. Jeff is the Jogja Netpack International Film Festival
right.
that will take place
December?
from the
Early
30th of November until the 7th of December. So if you want to catch this movie, the closest one is going to be in Jogja.
That's right.
Thank you, Basari.
Thank
You
you
are
again.
truly
Thank
welcome.
you.
Thanks for
Awesome.
having us.
Fantastic movie. Can't wait to see it.
Yes, we are set for another commercial break. When we return, we'll bring you the world headlines.